Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. First Saturday of New Year. First Saturday of 2020. We made it. Another year. I'm looking forward to bigger and better things this year. Thank you guys once again. Had a pretty good year last year. Thank you guys for joining in to the Fresh Cut with Kut Krich. Another year. But yeah, guys, first Saturday of the New Year. It's a beautiful day outside here where I'm at in Palm Beach County. I don't know where you're located, but I was told that it's raining over there in Bradenton, Tampa area. But sunny here. Beautiful day here in Palm Beach County. Beautiful Saturday. It's 2 o'clock p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is officially week 154. Officially week 154, guys, with the Fresh Cut. Got a lot to get to. A couple of things. I know everybody's busy today, but you guys make sure you share the show, like the show. What's going on here? Yeah, make sure you guys share the show, like the show, and everything like that. But yeah, Hickey. Yeah, I know you tuned in. 154 weeks. That's how long I've been doing this thing, man. You know, it's a new year. Looking forward to some new special guests this year. Matter of fact, I've been doing this, for a couple of years now. But still going strong, man. Still got my followers. Still got my page, Fresh Cut. You know, getting more views, getting more support. But we're gonna start things off. Little NBA news to get to get the ball rolling. NBA veteran Zach Randolph, remember him, has announced that he will be retiring after 17 seasons in the NBA. Zebo is done. What a career for the guy. He's played for the Trailblazers, Knicks, Clippers, Grizzlies, Kings. We all remember him in Memphis. But he said he's retiring after 17 years. So, another great retiring from the game. He's had a pretty good career. When he was in Memphis, he averaged 16.8 points, 10.2 rebounds. So not bad. But Zebo is retiring after 17 seasons. We had some sad news, guys. Some sad news right on New Year's Day. First day of the new year. Former NBA commissioner, if you haven't heard, David Stern passed away at the age of 77. Had some hemorrhaging. I'm not sure. Hemorrhaging in the brain. He had been in the hospital for a couple of weeks. But, rest in peace, David Stern. Great commissioner. He was hired as the NBA commissioner back in '84. He really made the game what it is today. David Stern, when he came into the league, league got global attention. NBA went global, worldwide. NBA's got a lot of support in China, Mexico. So David Stern, man, passed away at the age of 77. Just a couple of facts about David Stern. He became the fourth commissioner of the NBA on February 1st, 1984. Okay? So David Stern, like I said, such sad news to start the year. 2020, New Year's Day, that's when we found out that David Stern passed away. But yeah, man, so prayers out to him and his family. But you guys all remember David Stern. He will surely be missed. But yeah, man, that was some sad news on New Year's Day. So a lot of NBA veterans, tweeted their support. A lot of guys, when they came into the league, they remember shaking his hand. David Stern, man, he made the NBA what it is today. So he was commissioner for almost 30 years, man. David Stern's been in there, man, for a while. But so rest in peace to David Stern, and prayers to his family. Let me see who's tuned in. Dale, what's up, man? Tuned in to the Fresh Cut. Appreciate your support. Hey, man, I'm hearing that you guys might have found an offensive coordinator at Miami. Some guy from SMU. I know you guys were looking for an offensive coordinator. Manny Diaz is not going anywhere. Appreciate you tuning in, Mom and Dad. Natasha, thanks for tuning in to the Fresh Cut. But we did have some bowl games. Now, last time I did a broadcast was on the 31st. We had a couple of games that day. We've already discussed Florida State. We left that back in 2019. So, I'm confident that Florida State will get back on path. It's official. It's official. The Mike Norvell era has begun. It's official. I'm looking forward to bigger and better things this year from the Florida State football program. Got some pretty good recruits coming in. We just got another offensive lineman today. Tamarian Terry, remember, he's coming back. Like I said, you can't put that game on him. I put that on Bryles. We should have never been in the Wildcat formation at the end of the game like that. Tamarian Terry should have never been in that position, man. But we made a lot of mistakes that game. James Blackman turned the ball over 5 times, at least 5 or 6 times. We can't win with turnovers. We could have won that Sun Bowl, man, but it is what it is. Like I said, we're looking forward to the future. I'm excited for our future. I still bleed garnet and gold. Regardless, we went 6-7. We've been struggling the last couple of years, but I'm still a Noel at heart, man. So I'm looking forward to bigger and better things. We left that garbage in 2019, so I'm going to go ahead and say that. I forgot everything that happened last year. It's a new year, a new era. Go Noles. Okay, so on that night, we had Utah and Texas, all right, in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Now, remember last year, Texas beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. I said, okay, Tom Herman got something going on. But these guys, okay, they were going up against a Utah team that came into this game 11-2. 2 losses all year. And Texas put something on them. Texas beat these boys 38-10. I was in watch night service, but I saw the final score. Sam Ehlinger led the way, and Texas didn't look back, man. Utah did not come ready to play. I wasn't too confident in Utah in the beginning. Oregon put something on them boys a couple of weeks ago. But, yeah, so Texas 38-10 in the Alamo Bowl. The Longhorns with another bowl victory. So they finished the year 8-5. Utah finished the year 11-3. This is my favorite time of the year. Bowl games, college football, national championship. It's winding down. But it is a sad time of the year. College football, it's almost over, guys. It's almost over. We literally only have a few more games left. Southern Miss is playing Tulane right now. And about 2 weeks from now, we got the national championship game, LSU and Clemson. But we got plenty of time to go over that. We got plenty of time to talk about who's going to win, who's going to lose, what are you looking forward to in that game. Tigers versus Tigers, Death Valley versus Death Valley. Man, there's matchups going to be all over the field. I think this is going to be a very exciting national title. But then, same day, lost to Kentucky. Kentucky beat Virginia Tech 37-30. That was a pretty good game. They got into a scuffle pregame. A lot going on the field. But, yeah, man, Kentucky, man, that quarterback, what's his name, Bowden? This guy, he's really a wide receiver, but he plays quarterback. So I see he's out there returning kicks. He plays quarterbacks. You could line him up at receiver. Kentucky got something going on, okay? So they finished the year 8-5. That's not bad. 8-5, bowl win, so not bad for Kentucky, who is initially a basketball school, by the way. But what's up, Dad? Appreciate you tuned in. I know you guys are there in Bradenton. I know the weather's not great. It's a beautiful day here in Palm Beach County. But hey, after you guys hook up that TV, man, we got Florida State and Louisville should be tipping off any moment now. College basketball, that's an 18 versus 7 matchup. That's going to be on ESPN2. And then at 4:30, the NFL playoff starts. We're going to get to that. The wild card begins today. So your New Year's Day, we had a couple of bowl games. We always have great bowl games on the first of the year. First game I want to get to, Alabama, Michigan in the Vibral Citrus Bowl. So remember, Alabama dropped all the way down to 13, okay? They did not make the playoffs this year. Michigan came out strong. I watched this game. Michigan came out. They was running on them. I said, okay, all right, this might be decent. But Alabama was too much for them, man. Jerry Jeudy, their backup quarterback Jones, and Nick Saban got the job done. 35-16, Alabama wins the Citrus Bowl. Nick Saban's already said anything other than the championship, that's not the Alabama way. That's not the Alabama standard. So we'll see what happens next year. By the way, next year, I've already looked at the 2020 schedule. Georgia's got to go on the road to play Bama in the third game. Circle that one on your calendars right now. right now. Georgia at Bama in the regular season, guys. That's going to be a dandy. That's going to be a great game. I can't wait for that. But Bama finishes the year 11-2. They don't make a national title run at it this year. You know, Auburn, that loss against Auburn really hurt them. But Bama 35-16. Jerry Jeudy, you know, he's going to be going pro. Henry Ruggs going pro, but they still played in this bowl game. Mac Jones, the backup quarterback, remember Tua was injured, been out for the rest of the year. He got hurt a few games ago, but Mac Jones threw 3 touchdowns, man. 3 touchdown passes. Jerry Jeudy became the first player in Alabama history to top 200 receiving yards in a bowl game. So Bama over Michigan, 35-16. Hey, is Jim Harbaugh on the hot seat? Could be. This guy, his record doesn't look too good against top 20 teams. They haven't gotten a major bowl win in quite some time. But, you know, we shall see. But I don't think that Michigan can get any better than Jim Harbaugh. You know, if they get rid of him, who are they going to get? What are they going to do? You know, like I said, you know, Michigan, they got a lot of work to do. Now, the Outback Bowl was also on New Year's Day at 1 o'clock. A good game, great matchup. Minnesota and Auburn. Now, Minnesota, remember, okay, don't sleep on those guys, man. They finished the year 11-2. They beat Auburn 31-24 in the Outback Bowl. Great game. Tyler Johnson had 2 touchdowns. I was a little surprised by this. You know, I really thought that Auburn would win this one. But Minnesota they came to play. So you got to look out for those guys, man. But Auburn, man, I mean, they finished the year 9-4. I'm not sure what's going on with Auburn, man, but that was a great game. You can't ask for anything better. 31-24, Minnesota wins the Outback Bowl. I did watch this one as well. You know, I pretty much flipped back and forth between this game and Michigan and Alabama. Went back and forth between the two. And then at 5 o'clock, the granddaddy of them all, we had the Rose Bowl game. Rose Bowl game featured Oregon and Wisconsin. Another great game, but it came down to a controversial call. We've had some bad calls in these big bowl games, guys. Bad calls, calls that, you know, the referees really got to go back and review. Now this game was close. Rose Bowl game was real close. Now, Wisconsin, late in the game, okay, they converted a crucial first down, but they called it back. They called it offensive pass interference, a pick play. Didn't really look like offensive pass interference to me. But, hey, it is what it is. I mean, these calls have been a little suspect. But Oregon wins 28-27 in the Rose Bowl game. So we had a great game, great finish. Justin Herbert, those guys, they finished the year 12-2. Oregon's got a great squad, man. Great squad. You know, Wisconsin also did well. Sorry, Mike, man. I know you was watching that one. I know you were upset. My good friend Mike, big Wisconsin Badger fan, man. I was rooting for you boys, man. That was a bad call, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was a bad call. Bad call. They didn't really review it, but yeah, man. So Wisconsin and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, I believe he's announced that he's going to the draft, going pro. Hey, I'm looking forward to this NFL draft in April, man. We got some great running backs, man. Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift out of Georgia has announced that he's going pro. This next NFL draft is going to be something, guys. It's going to be something. What's up, Alvin, man? What's up, Jazz? Says, appreciate you tuning in to the Fresh Cut. I'm just going over a couple of these bowl games. If you didn't get to see them, Rose Bowl game was a classic. 28-27. Oregon wins the Rose Bowl. I think my prediction in this one, I think I said Oregon was going to win this in a close game, and it was close. So like I said, man, a lot of these bowl games have been great, man. Great bowl season. Got to give a pat on the back for some of these teams, man. We really have had a great postseason this year. How about them dogs? New Year's night, Georgia Baylor. I said that Georgia would win this one by 2 touchdowns. Georgia's defense came out to play. Them boys came to play, man. They really did. George Pickens, a freshman. Okay, guys, if you didn't watch Georgia Baylor, go see the highlights. If you haven't seen George Pickens, this kid's just a freshman, man. He'll be back next year. This guy, okay, he caught 12 passes for 175 yards and a touchdown. Okay, Jake Fromm played a heck of a game. Heck of a game from Fromm. Heck of a game from their defense. They didn't really need Swift. Swift was hurt. They didn't really use DeAndre Swift that much. But, man, Georgia came to play. 26-14 was your final. Baylor came out in the third quarter, scored a quick touchdown. I said, uh-oh, we might have a game here. But Georgia's defense, they put something on them boys. Appreciate it, Dad. You like the combination? You know, got to look good for my first show of the year, you know. Still building the brand, fresh cut. But yeah, I know you guys, that game was on late. That game didn't start till about 9 o'clock, ended about 12. I stayed up. I watched the trophy ceremony. I'm very, very proud of Georgia and what they were able to accomplish this year. They finished the year 12-2. They also beat those Gators. Now, them Gators still talking noise. Still talking a lot of noise. This is what I don't understand about the Florida Gators. They got a good team, all right, but they can't beat Georgia and they can't beat LSU. So until they beat them two in the same year, I don't want to hear from them, all right? I know they won the Orange Bowl, but Georgia, they talking about, oh, we going to get y'all next year. I don't think so. Georgia going to be on y'all again, man. But the Sugar Bowl, that was the All-State Sugar Bowl. All-State Sugar Bowl champions goes to your Georgia Bulldogs. George Pickens. Let me go over these stats with Jake Fromm. Now, Jake Fromm, you know, had a great game. He was 20 of 30 for 250 and 2 touchdowns. And he didn't throw a pick. That's the thing. Jake Fromm didn't turn the ball over in this game, by the way. He didn't turn the ball over. That's the key. I was very excited for this one. But now, one thing about it, Charlie Brewer, Baylor's quarterback, got knocked out of the game late. He got knocked out of the game late. Now, he took off running, man. I mean, that's what happens. Injuries happen. He ran late, and they hit him late. He hit his head on the ground. It looks like he had a concussion. He should have never took off. This kid's had 2 or 3 concussions prior to this game. And, I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, he kept saying he wanted to go back in the game. But you look at the tape, this kid, he didn't know where he was. He didn't know where he was. Baylor did the right thing. You can't put him back in, man. But he threw for 211 and 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Baylor finishes the year 11-3. The Big 12 has really struggled during this bowl season, except for Texas, except for those guys. But the Big 12 has really struggled. Oklahoma got blown out. Texas did win, but Baylor lost. They fall to 11-3. But yeah, man, Kirby Smart, man, I really like what the Dogs are doing, man. I really like what they're doing. Coming into the Sugar Bowl, you know, he had a string of 5 consecutive games throwing under 50%, but not this game. Sugar Bowl, man, them boys came to play. I really like what Georgia Bulldogs defense did in this one. Okay, let me see and look at these comments here. Okay, Jazz says, "What's up, bro? Hey, Dad, you want to come on? You want to join in real quick and talk about those no's? We can. I know we had a disappointing finish to the season, but like I said, you know, we're bringing back Ron Dugans, Coach Odell Haggins will still be back on the staff. Got a new running back coach out of Tennessee. You know, we got a new defensive end coach, but I mean, like I said, man, are we going to the spring game this year? That's the weekend of my birthday. I mean, we'll see. We'll talk about it as it gets closer. The spring game is, let me check my calendar here. My birthday is April 14th, right? Spring game, Florida State spring game. We went last year. We were up there in the Champions Club. I think we should go, Dad. I really do. I really do. I really think we should go and just see the preview of what Mike Norvell is going to do. Let's just see what he's going to do. But the spring game, man, let me see when this is going to be. It's always on a Saturday. Spring game will be, I think, I believe the spring game is Saturday, April 18th, if I'm not mistaken. My birthday's on a Tuesday? What? In the middle of the week? But that Saturday, okay, maybe we'll make that trip to Tallahassee and check out the boys. I don't know. We probably don't need to be in the Champions Club. There's too many distractions up there. You can't really pay attention to the game, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, those were your New Year's Day bowl games. Georgia comes out on top. Alabama comes out on top. Minnesota wins. So great day of football on New Year's Day, man. Great day. Okay, switching gears a little bit to the NFL, guys. Marshawn Lynch came out of retirement, okay? Signed a contract ahead of Week 17. And Marshawn Lynch, at least as far as we know, he will be on the team for the rest of the year, including the postseason. So, you know, the Seahawks got a game. They play tomorrow. But Marshawn Lynch, man, beast mode is back. Beast mode is back. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what Seattle does with Marshawn. Russell Wilson and the boys, they play tomorrow. A lot of NFL head coaching changes going on. A lot of firings. There's a lot of vacant positions. So here's some coaches who are gone. Okay, the Giants got rid of Pat Shurmur. His record in New York was 9-23. Trash. I mean, a record like that, come on, you're going to get out of there. What's up, TJ? Appreciate you tuning into the Fresh Cut. I know you missed my little segment about Florida State. Like I said, I'm thinking about going to the spring game, see what Mike Norvell and the boys are going to do. I've left my negative memories about Florida State program in 2019, man. We're looking forward. Got to move forward. But, man, a lot of firings going on in the NFL. So Pat Shurmur's gone in New York. Freddie Kitchens has been fired from the Cleveland Browns. He went 6-10. Come on, man. 6-10. Some people have bigger expectations for Cleveland this year. Baker Mayfield, Odell, Jarvis. They got some talent. But they couldn't put it together, man. And like I said, I don't know what's going on with Baker Mayfield, but he wasn't really impressive this year, man. Not like I thought he would be. Ron Rivera was fired from the Carolina Panthers, but he's been hired as your next head coach for the Washington Redskins. So Ron Rivera will be your next head coach in Washington. So Mr. Pollock, my father-in-law, if you're watching, I know you already know about that. You guys hired Ron Rivera to take over the Redskins. Okay, and that was previously that was announced after they fired Jay Gruden. Jay Gruden, come on, man. Okay, so those are a couple of head coaching changes we got going on. Oh, and this one's huge. Now this one's big. Now this one, I predicted this. The Cowboys have decided to move on from Jason Garrett. That's major news. Now the Cowboys are looking for another head coach. I'm hearing rumors out there, guys. There's a lot of reports out there. That they're looking at former Bengals coach Marvin Lewis had an interview. Former Packers coach Mike McCarthy might have an interview. So those are just some names being thrown around to possibly take over as your next head coach in Dallas. So Dallas Cowboys are moving on from Jason Garrett. And I think that's a smart move, man. They really haven't lived up to expectations. And I mean, it's crazy because the Cowboys got talent, man. Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott is, he's good when he wants to be. Still got Zeke running the ball. They just got to move into a different direction. But hey, I'm very excited for today. Okay, NFL wild card starts today. So let's go over these matchups. The wild card starts today. We got 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. So in about 2 hours, make sure you guys got your popcorn ready. I know it's Saturday, but make sure you're in front of the TV because it's about to get going. We got the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills in the first matchup. That's at 4:35. And then tonight, Tom Brady and New England. Okay, remember, because the Patriots lost to the Dolphins in Week 17, they didn't get a first-round bye. Them boys got to play tonight. The Patriots and the Titans tonight at 8:15 p.m. I think Tennessee's going to come ready to play, but I do think the Patriots will prevail. I think New England, they're not going to lose in the wild card matchup. And then tomorrow, we got the Saints and the Vikings at 1:05. That's going to be a great game. And then we got Philly and Seattle at 4:40. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect because my show just came back, Power. I'm not going to watch it tonight, so I don't want no spoilers, nothing like that. Don't tell me what happened to those of you that got that Stars app and you watch it on Saturday at midnight. I don't want to know. All right, Power comes back tonight. I'll watch it tomorrow after that game, okay? So Sunday night at 8 o'clock, don't bother me, man. I'm going to be watching Power. So I don't want no spoilers tonight. I'm not going to even log on Facebook. I don't want to see it. I want to find out for myself what happened. This is the new season. So here's where things get interesting. Now let's go over, let me tell you guys who's got a first round bye. A couple of teams got a bye. Let me blow this up here. What's up, cuz? Okay, so now the Ravens got a first round bye. Okay? The Chiefs got a first round bye. San Francisco, first round bye. And the Green Bay Packers, first round bye. So here's where things get real good here. Now let me tell you guys what we could potentially see in a divisional round. So the 49ers are sitting back waiting to see who they're going to play. Now, here's where things get interesting. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. If the Vikings win, okay, if the Vikings somehow beat the Saints, somehow, okay, they'll have a date with the 49ers in the divisional round. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Vikings are going to beat the Saints. If the Saints win, then the 49ers have to wait and see what happens with the Eagles and the Seahawks, okay? And the winner of that game would play the 49ers. And then the Saints would travel to play Green Bay. So that's what I'm hoping would happen. Saints and Green Bay in the divisional. Woo-woo. Drew Brees against Aaron Rodgers. Man, I mean, you can't miss that. Can't miss that. You going?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm very excited for this NFL playoffs, man. But hey, man, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, they're sitting back waiting to see what happens. So like I said, the Ravens will be well rested. They'll be well rested. They got a first round bye. Now remember, Lamar Jackson's breaking records out here, man. He broke the record for the most rushing yards in the season, breaking Michael Vick's rushing record. And that's in one single season, okay? This is why I said, man, I'm very excited. I do want to see Baltimore in the Super Bowl, and that game's going to be played down here in Miami. Things are about to get crazy down here in South Florida, man. And regardless who's in it, Super Bowl's coming here. Will I be out there? Probably not. I'm not going to be out there involved in the craziness. I'll be watching it on TV. The traffic is going to be, people are coming from all over. Miami is going to be on fire that weekend. Okay, so Michael Vick ran for 1,039 yards in 2006 when he played for the Falcons. Lamar Jackson finished the 2019 year with 1,206 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns on the ground. So what I hope to see, Fresh Cut K Rich, what I hope to see in the Super Bowl, I hope to see Lamar against maybe the Saints. That would be crazy. Lamar Jackson against Drew Brees. Man, that'd be crazy. Like I mentioned before, Ron Rivera is expected to be hired. He's already been hired by the Redskins, so we'll see what happens with Washington. Washington Redskins moving in a different direction. The NFL All-Pro teams have been announced. That doesn't mean nothing. You know, Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas, a couple of guys have been announced on the All-Pro team. Lamar Jackson's on the All-Pro team, NFL All-Pro. Christian McCaffrey, unbelievable, man. I had him in my fantasy team, and I will get Christian McCaffrey again if he's out there next year. McCaffrey, man, he's a pass-catching back. He had 116 receptions. My Lord. As a running back, wow. Christian McCaffrey, 116 receptions in 1 year. Okay? He led the NFL in touches, 403 touches, yards from scrimmage, 2,392 yards, and 19 touchdowns for McCaffrey. Wow. So NFL All-Pro team has been announced. You know, they usually have that they usually have the NFL All-Star game. I don't know, man. I don't really get too excited for NFL All-Star Weekend. Them boys don't really be playing out there. They're not even really tackling out there. But yeah, just seeing some of these comments here. Hey, so what are your predictions for these wild card matchups? Who do you think is going to win today? Who do you think is going to win tomorrow? And who do you think will be in the Super Bowl this year? What do you think? You know, everybody's going to have a Super Bowl party, regardless of who's in it. I'm excited just because the NFL playoffs are here. Ooh, Florida State and Louisville's tipped off. Florida State up 20-19. Now remember, college basketball, that's an 18 versus 7 matchup. That's on ESPN2 right now. As soon as I'm done here, I will tune into that before this first game. What's up, Justin? Mr. Chapman, man, appreciate you tuning in to the Fresh Cut. But hey, man, Florida State basketball, we'll be back in the NCAA tournament. I know I haven't really been focusing too much on college basketball, but don't worry, I will have my brackets filled out by March, and I do hope that Florida State can make another deep run this year, man. I mean, we're up on Louisville right now, 22-19 now. I think that Florida State basketball, we can pull off the upset today. We can beat those guys, man. Now, this is another thing that excites me. You know, switching gears back to the NBA. My Los Angeles Lakers. How about them Lakers? Okay, we're 28-7. Last night, the Lakers played against the Pelicans. So remember, Anthony Davis was traded for a couple of cats that we used to have. Lonzo Ball, Ingram. Those are guys that we gave away to get AD. Anthony Davis had 46 points and 13 rebounds. So, I mean, when he's playing like that, LeBron just takes a back seat. You know, he just racking up on the assists. LeBron only had 17 points. Anthony Davis, man, 46 and 13. I mean, we've got to keep him healthy. We've got to keep him healthy. And I agree. I read something today. Every time Anthony Davis falls, it's almost like, you know, your heart jumps out your chest because we can't afford that guy to get hurt. We can't. We really can't. But hey, man, in the NBA, man, very proud, very excited for my Lakers this year in the West. I mean, yeah, man, it's going to come down to the Lakers and Clippers. I know the Clippers beat us again on Christmas Day. I'm not worried about that, man. We'll be all right. Danny Green had 25 points last night, by the way. LeBron had 17 points, 15 assists. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So he could take a back seat like that, let AD do all the work, and just dish out the assists. A couple comments, people tuning in. But yeah, man, my Lakers are 13-4 at home, 28-7 on the year. The Eastern Conference is going to be interesting, though. You got the Celtics out there. Still got the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis and them boys. Let's see, Toronto sitting there at 23-12. How about the Heat? How about Miami Heat? Miami Heat, not bad. I've been kind of sleep on the Heat this year, but look at these standings. Miami is not doing too bad themselves. That to me, that's a surprise. Like I said, man, the Eastern Conference is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. You still got Philly, but Philly's been struggling a little bit lately. But looking at the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat right now is number 3 in the East. Milwaukee sitting up there at 31-5. The Celtics 24-8. Miami's 25-10. So you Heat fans, man, hey, I got to give you guys credit, man. You boys really been very surprising this year. Philly, okay, 23-14. In the West, you got the Lakers. We're still on top, man, regardless of what the Clippers are doing. We're still on top, 28-7. Denver's right behind us at 24-10. Clippers are 25-11, and Houston Rockets 24-11. So got a long way to go. Next month, we got the NBA All-Star Game. I know you guys will be very excited for All-Star Weekend, 3-point contest, dunk contest, the NBA All-Star Game. It's coming up next year. That's usually, that's usually around the time of Valentine's Day, somewhere around there. Valentine's Day is on a Friday, so I'm pretty sure the All-Star Game is probably that Sunday, the 16th. But yeah, man, we got a little while to go for the NBA. Yeah, see, NBA All-Star Game will tip off on Sunday, February 16th. This year it's in Chicago. This will be the third year in which captains will participate in a fantasy draft. So you already know one captain is going to be LeBron. Last year was LeBron and Steph Curry, and they choose their own teams, East-West format. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be a mixture of guys from the Eastern and Western Conference on both squads. All-Star voting already began on the 25th. Fan voting is on the 2nd of January, the 9th, and the 16th. And then the All-Stars rosters will be revealed this month on the 23rd. Thursday the 23rd, we'll reveal the roster. Of course, LeBron and AD sitting up there. LeBron, AD, and Kawhi with the most first fan votes. But yeah, man, as the All-Star weekend gets closer, we'll get to that. Couple of trade rumors going on. The Pistons may be looking to trade big man Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond may be on the trading block, guys. Could end up on the Celtics, Raptors, Mavs, or he could end up in Atlanta with the Atlanta Hawks. So Andre Drummond may be traded. That's crucial. Big news. So just keep your eye on that. We'll talk a little bit about that and what's going to happen there. I already mentioned that the Cowboys are meeting with Mike McCarthy and Marvin Lewis. Once again, college basketball, man, the tournament is right around the corner. We're about 2 months away from March Madness. That's going to be another exciting time of the year. Like I said before, man, of course, I usually fill out multiple brackets. And like I said, Florida State and Louisville right now on ESPN2. Make sure you guys tune in now before that first NFL playoff matchup. Make sure you guys tune into that. Let me go over the. Ooh, it's tied right now, 22-22, a good one. Florida State at Louisville. We got a good game going on right now. But let me go over the standings here in college basketball for those of you that don't know. But yeah, man, NCAA tournament's right around the corner. Very exciting stuff, man. Very exciting stuff. We got a bowl game going on right now. Southern Miss against Tulane. Nobody's probably really paying too much attention to that. And I think we got one more bowl game after that before the national championship. One more game after that. Hey, Mom, here you go. The Georgia Bulldogs on the road to play at number 9 Memphis. That's today. Ooh, Georgia at Memphis. Now, this college basketball today. Florida State, Louisville's on right now. Villanova, Marquette. Virginia Tech at Virginia. Just going over some of the matchups for today. Duke down here. Duke's playing at Miami tonight. That might be interesting. But I do think the Blue Devils will get it done. You can never count the Dukesters out, man. Coach K and them boys, man, they'll be right back in it. It's too early to tell you guys what my bracket's going to look like. It's too early. Can't reveal that just yet. When we get closer to March Madness, I'll tell you guys, what my picks are going to be. Okay, so we're looking at these. Let me look at the rankings here. Gonzaga's ranked number 1 right now. The Gonzaga, Louisville took the lead, 27-22. Come on, man. It's early. Still first half. I think Florida State can come back. Gonzaga's ranked number 1 right now. They're 13-1. Duke's right behind them at 2, 11-1. The Kansas Jayhawks, 10-2, sitting there at number 3. Oh, I just got a notification, Mom. Sorry about that. But, Mom, I just got a notification about Georgia. LeCount is staying at Georgia. LeCount. He's I believe he's a safety. He's not going anywhere. Richard LeCount staying at Georgia. So, all right, let's see. Oregon's at 4, 11-2. Ohio State at 5, 11-2. How's Baylor only played 10 games? Baylor's 9-1, sitting there at number 6. Like I said, Florida State, we're at 18, but we're up there. Oh, look who's not ranked in college basketball. The Florida Gators. Them boys not even ranked. Man, they barely got a receiving vote. Wow. Florida's dropped out of the top 25, man. Wow. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Florida State's 11-2. Let's go, man. Coach Hamilton, man. Let's go. Louisville's 11-2. Those are your rankings there. Right now, I'm tuned in. It's 27-25. Louisville over Florida State right now. 6 minutes to go. Ooh. Memphis 52, Georgia 51. That game's in the second half. 9 minutes to play. I might have to pull that one up. Memphis over Georgia by 1 point. So we got a good game going on there. But yeah, man, NFL playoffs at 4:30. Like I mentioned before, big ups to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Tom Brady's already been on the internet, already been on Twitter and Instagram talking a lot of noise. So you better be careful, Brady, man. The Titans coming for you, boys. But yeah, man, NFL playoffs. So our first game, Bills-Texans. Make sure you guys tune in. And then we got the Patriots and the Titans tonight. We get to see the Saints tomorrow. And then next Saturday and Sunday, it just gets better. That's when we got those 1 and 2 seeds with the guys that got bye weeks going in. All right, let's see. Appreciate you tuning in, Charlene. Appreciate you, Justin, Tiana, my mom, my cuz, TJ. Appreciate you tuning in to the Fresh Cut. Once again, I hope everybody had a great New Year's 2020. Looking forward to bigger and better things this year. Like I said, if you know anybody who wants to be a special guest on the show, let me know. Fresh Cut K Rich. You know, I'm doing this every week. First broadcast of the year. But yeah, man, we got a lot to get to. So next week, we'll go over the results of the wild card matchups. We'll also do a little preview. Let's see. The national championship game is going to be played on Monday night. I'm talking college football. Monday night, January 13th. Yeah. So on my next week's show, I'll be previewing that game. LSU versus Clemson. It's on. Tigers versus Tigers. The number 1 defense going up against the number 1 offense. Something's got to give. Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, them boys have been incredible all year. You could never count out Dabo Swinney and the boys. I tried to tell you that. Okay? They came back against Ohio State. Do I think Clemson will win the national championship? I think LSU is going to win. But I don't think we're going to see a blowout. LSU might win by 1 or 2 touchdowns, or could be closer than that. Now, like I said, Clemson's going to come ready to play. You know, they're going to study the game film. They're gonna see what it takes to keep Joe Burrow and them boys off the field. But I don't know, man. LSU's just great all around. What an incredible year. Those guys, man, it's almost like they're playing on cheat mode, like they're playing a video game on rookie. When I watched that LSU Oklahoma game, I was blown away at how easily they were moving the ball up and down the field. This guy Joe Burrow had 7 touchdowns in the first half. You never see stuff like that happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So Dabo and those guys, man, they're going to have their work cut out for them. But I think I hope to see a great game on Monday night, January 13th, ESPN. But like I said, we'll do a full national championship preview next week. So give me your predictions. Give me your scores. Let me know who you guys think going to win these wild card matchups in the NFL playoffs. And like I said, man, I'm still rolling with my nose next year. We got to move forward. New era for us, man. New era. It's the Mike Norvell era. It's here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Everybody have a great day. Have a great weekend. The first Saturday of the new year. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.